just the fucking friend zone. Just ups and downs, and like he said, you're waiting. What are you waiting for? Why are you even waiting? I mean, don't get me wrong, friend zone is good in some cases.
I mean, it depends, dude. It's like, yeah, it's like it's a risky move. Like, I guess that's what the fucking anxiety or like the hesitation comes from, because you're just like, dude, I've known this girl forever, I've known this dude forever. I don't want to make that move. You know what I mean? Because it's risky. But like, how many fucking stories do you see of people like they do it and it works out and you're so good? Like, if it doesn't work out and like they don't want to be your friend afterwards, then maybe you guys weren't really close of friends to begin with, right?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can't be like, all right, sorry, I really liked you, but like I don't feel the same way with you. Like, if you can't be like, all right, let's take a little space and come back, then you guys aren't really that close to begin with, you know?
Honestly, I believe it's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. Like, especially if you've known her forever, you know, and you've always been waiting to make your move, and then like you see her going on dates with other guys, and you're just like, you know, you're just fucking there. You want to like say some shit.
Yeah, you might be invited on a date. With other guy. Like,
you might.
Like, oh, this is my best. She introduced you. This is my best friend.
No, not the best.
This is my best friend. You
Oh,
know, like,
please.
I'm trying to think of like times where I've like specifically been friend zoned. Like, I mean, there's been times where I liked the girl and she's like, yo, I don't really like you that much, and then that's like the end of it. It wasn't like necessarily we were friends for a long time, and then like it just ended because of like I made my move and I shut down. But like I've been in situations where like I was seeing a girl and there's that one dude who's just lingering a little bit. I don't know if he's like whispering some things in her ear, little Chinese whispers, you know, as the saying goes, just talking shit. You know what I mean? Basically,
he's one of those guys who have hope.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He's like, he probably shot his shot and then got put into friend zone, but he had hope in the sense that I'm gonna wait her out. Like, okay, we'll be friends for now. That's what he's thinking. But most people don't really get out of the friend zone unless, especially if you already shot your shot. You're just a friend.
Yeah, I mean,
it's terrible. But
there's multiple ways to look at it, right? Because you could be like the guy who already shot a shot, and then like you recover and you're just like, all right, we're friends, and like it's cool. Like, yeah. I mean, that's appropriate.
That
honestly.
works.
You took a shot and you recover, you're friends, and then there's the one that's just like sitting there waiting. Basically, like you're expecting her to make the move because you don't want to make it yourself, right? Because you feel scared. Like you're like, what if she like rejects?
Anxious. You're not feeling 100% confident about how she's gonna react. But like, I say, don't fucking stay in the friend zone. If you really have feelings for this individual, you should definitely let them know.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, that's almost it's almost like dishonest. Like, not
you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, not just to yourself. You're lying to her too.
You're lying to everybody.
Like, you're just hanging out there, and she's like, "Why are you acting up the type of way? Why are you being moody or whatever?" And like you're like, "Oh, it's nothing." It's nothing. You're like, you're going, "Huh?" You know? Like, you're fucking, effectively you're killing the vibe by not being fucking real with yourself and not being real with her. So like, even if you lose her a friend, like it wasn't ever meant to be as a friend, honestly.
True. That's, you know what I mean? That is also very interesting. Now, what about you? You have any personal experiences in the friend zone or just dealing with somebody in the friend zone?
I mean, like, I'd say like I have a mix of both, right? There's one where it's like there's this one girl, like we were friends in high school. Like, it wasn't like, she was a cute girl and like she had all the attributes you'd want in a girlfriend if you wanted to move forward with that. But like, for me, like it was always like, I guess I kind of friend zoned myself. Maybe she friend zoned me too. Like, I don't know. It was just kind of.
Why would you friend zone yourself?
As in, like, dude, like.
Well, you're in high school. You kind of did.
Like she's my best friend. Like, I saw her like as a sister. Oh, so it was like that. Yeah. So you're just like, dude, like, you're like, yeah, the opportunity arose. Like, basically, she took the chance. Like, yeah, but like I wasn't like that pressed about it. It's just like, yeah, you're cool. But it's like it wasn't like I had like a crazy crush or interest on her. I was just like, when you're talking about different girls, like you're in high school or whatever, and you're just like, yo, who's cute and who's cool. You're just like, that's the girl you're talking about. You know?
I feel, yeah, no.
And like you're like, and like if someone dated, you're just like, okay, you're getting a good girl.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
You know what I mean? And then there's other situations where I've been like on the inside and then looking at the outside fella, right? He'd be like sitting there looking at me, seeing what I'm doing, right? And like I don't know what influence he has, but like. There's been an instance where I'd go on a date with this girl, and like she's like, "Oh, my friend, like so and so is coming along." I was like, "Cool." Like I'm not intimidated. I'm a guy. I know what I have here. Like I've already secured your spot on my team. You know. Yeah, Yeah, but
straight ruthless. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good. Like everybody's secured, so I'm not threatened by you at all. And like, if anything, if she chose that guy over me, like I wouldn't care either way. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, yeah, it might hurt like a little bit. You know, like you're just like, okay, someone chose you over him, but it's like, you just gotta fucking like accept it for what it is. You know?
Honestly, I believe this is a point that we should actually reiterate to women at this point in our podcast. If you're going on a date or you're going to meet up a guy you're talking to, don't bring your best friend who's a guy. Cause I understand, like, oh, he's my best friend. We're just, it's cool, whatever. Yeah, do that shit on your own time. That's all I'm saying.
No. Let me elaborate on that. That's actually a good thing to go out there. Because it's like, it's not an emphasis of like, I get you want to like get the approval or whatever. That's cool. Like, but make it more like of a even setting.
Yeah, a social gathering.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, my friend's here. Like, I'm having a party. I'm having to get together. Don't bring the guy, especially the one that's been friend zoned. you're crushing him. Like, honestly, like
super crush.
Like even as a fucking like, say like you're like the opposite, like a guy. Like, don't bring your like if a girl like has a crush, and like, unless you guys like at the same time, there's also like the conversation where you've already like. Maybe you guys had a point where maybe like you guys were hooking up and then you decided not to hook up and you smooth that shit over. Like that obviously takes a lot of fucking work and effort. It's very rare for that shit to happen, but in my experience, it has happened for me. But like you just gotta fucking be able to like just be okay with that. Like you gotta understand like all perspectives, right? You're not gonna bring the guy that's friend zone or the girl that's friend zone on a fucking date, especially if there's still feelings involved. If it's fresh, like. Don't do that shit, you know? Like, it's just, like, it's fucking almost disrespectful to that individual. Like, if you want them to meet them and get their approval on it because they're your best friend, like Don said, have a social setting. Like, don't be fucking bringing, like, a third wheel like that. No one likes that shit.
Yeah, dude, it happened to me in such a way that, like, so basically this is what happened. I had a group of friends.
No, we're good, dude.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Anyways, yeah, that's dead. But, so I had a group of friends, and we're meeting up at a club to hang out. It's one of my friends. She's a girl. It's her birthday. Now it's cool. Now this other girl that I was talking to at the time, she brought her best guy friend, you know, to meet us up at the club and everything. Which alright, it was okay. You know, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I feel it. Keep going.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So it was okay. It was not a big deal. But what happened was, my friends saw that the girl I was talking to had another dude with her, and when we left, they were just like, oh, Don's going to have a threesome. Isn't that kind of crazy? They're like, oh, did you have a threesome last night with that? Like, yeah, like 2 guys and 1 girl. But that didn't happen, obviously. I wouldn't do that. But it was very interesting because I didn't tell her to bring her best guy friend. She just brought her best guy friend because he had nothing to do and they hang out together a lot, and he wanted to meet me and make sure I was cool and everything, which was whatever. But like, you don't do that, especially if you get invited out. It was awkward towards the end. It was okay when, you know, she arrived, everybody was chilling, and then it was awkward when like we're all going our separate ways. My friends were like, all right, we're going home. See you later, Don. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go hang out with her. And then the dude's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, bro, you're not. You're going home, dude. Relax. He's like, yeah, I know, but it's on the way. I'm like, dude, he was a cool dude. But honestly, it kind of made me look bad, you know? I don't like looking bad. It's terrible.